Hey everyone! Welcome back to our NowE Assist for ITSM, your adoption playbook series. Today, I want to show you AI Agent Studio, the single workspace on the Now platform where you create, manage, and test AI agents and agentic workflows. Think of it as mission control for building self-executing digital coworkers that can plan, reason, and take action inside your existing ITSM processes, not just answer questions. Everything we'll see runs on top of the Now LLM service and generative AI controller, so you can choose the model provider, which could be Now LLM, Azure OpenAI, Google Gemini, AWS Bedrock, or others. And Now Assist Guardian Layer sits on top for governance and guardrails. We utilize AI Agent Studio to examine the available out-of-the-box AI agents and agentic workflows, as well as to create new agents and workflows as necessary. Let's swiftly navigate to an out-of-the-box instance and search for AI Agent Studio. You will see the Studio screen once it opens. The page shows the overview for AI Agent Studio, how we can create and manage test AI agents and agentic workflows, and then there is activity and settings. Let's begin by looking at all the available out-of-the-box agents. For that, you need to go into AI Agents on this page, and it will present you with all the available out-of-the-box agents. Now Assist for ITSM ships with a pre-built collection of agents, so you're not starting from a blank page. Let me walk through what's already there. Categorize ITSM incident. AI agent enables full fillers to triage and categorize ITSM incidents efficiently through automated analysis, applying classification on category and subcategory based on task data and historical records, and returning a structured result with sentiment reasoning and relevant insights. This alone cuts backlog and shortens time to resolution on repetitive tickets. This is where you can define the AI agent role. The list of steps over here indicates the expectations or instructions for the LLM and hence for the AI agent to perform the underlying task. Make the instructions as precise and clear as possible for the AI agent to follow at any time. Over here, you can turn on the third-party access if needed for that AI agent. This is an option that allows AI specialists to access this specific AI agent. On to the next option, we have an option to add tools for performing the AI agent task. Add tools and information here, as this is the agent's toolbox. Use Suggest Tools option to let the LLM suggest you a set of tools, or you can create and attach new tools. To name a few, we support catalog item, conversational topic, flow action or subflow, record operation, script, search retrieval, or knowledge graph lookups. As you can see, this agent has 2 scripts added as their tools. Under Define Security Controls, it allows you to define the AI agent AQs. This says we need to allow if the role is ITIL. This role is necessary for the end user to qualify and use this specific AI agent. This is very different from the ACL set at the table level or at the row level for the table this AI agent is trying to access. So, for example, an end user comes in and tries to access this AI agent. It does not necessarily mean that they will be able to read or write to the underlying incident table. The ACLs are still in place, to allow or deny access to the records and the fields for the incident table for the end user trying to access it via this agent. User can identify as an AI user or as a dynamic user. This is where you can define triggers that are not defined for this agent. Then, this is the place where you can select the channels and the status. So, in case you have a virtual agent assistant enabled, you can use this AI agent via that virtual agent assistant as well. Moving on to the next tab, that is testing. There are two options for testing: manual testing and automated evaluation. Available for any agentic workflow or AI agent, whether it involves manual testing or automated evaluation. In this walkthrough, we will focus on manual testing. Here, you can select the type of test you would like to execute this for an AI agent or workflow. Let's examine the categorization of the ITSM incident AI agent here. Then you can proceed to specify the task here. Include the objective and the record that you are trying to categorize here. Let me grab an incident number real quick to add as well. I'm going to take this and then let's return to categorize the incident. After that, specify the incident number and proceed with testing. This is how it's going to run the manual testing. You can see the task has been initiated. On the right, it says this is the AI agent it's using. On the left, you'll see all the steps it takes to perform the instructions and the tasks for that specific agent. It's still running. On the right, you can see it will indicate when that specific step is completed. On the left, you can see the results are posted. The category cannot be determined, and the reason is indicated over here. Subcategory could not be determined either. Reason being a suitable subcategory cannot be determined because the category is not clearly established from the incident details. This indicates that the LLM does not have enough data for it to categorize this specific incident. One aspect I need to address in my instance is to revisit my dataset and confirm that the golden dataset I am using for future categorization is comprehensive and contains sufficient data to accurately predict categories and subcategories moving forward. Additionally, I must ensure that the created incident also has adequate data. The video showcases accessing AI Agent Studio, managing AI agents, defining roles and tools, and performing manual tests to improve incident categorization accuracy.